So the plan this summer was simple: paint the guest house fascias. Fresh coat, new look, good vibes. Easy, right? Except it's been raining for what feels like forever. The sky's been 50 shades of grey, and not the fun kind. And honestly, I can't even remember what blue looks like. But hey, I went to the hardware store and grabbed more concrete. Not super helpful for painting, but it felt productive, okay? So here I am, brush in hand, just waiting for that mythical thing called dry weather. And then, finally, the clouds part. It's go time. Today's mission: paint the facade before the weather changes its mind again. I've got the brushes, the paint, and just enough optimism to believe this might actually get done. Let's not waste a single second. The clouds are probably just on a coffee break. Let's see if I can find some paint brushes here. And I keep my clothes here as well, so I'm gonna see if I have this paint blouse. I have one here somewhere in my bag with my Siskola clothes. This one. This is my paint blouse. My Darth Vader paint blouse. It has already a lot of paint on it. And I found this old brush that it's still soft, so I can use this one. Here is the paint. I will need to stir it well with this. Hi guys! Today it's beautiful sunny weather. There are hardly any clouds in the sky, so I wanted to grab this opportunity to paint this little sauna that is here. This was used as a sauna. It's one of the newer buildings, but I'm gonna have it as a guest house, and I already removed the sauna stove because the floor wasn't that good. So this is gonna be a guest house. And the original plan was actually to paint just underneath the water drains, because I'm gonna add water drains here this summer. But then I found this really good deal online for this secondhand, well, can you really call it secondhand paint? There was somebody who wanted to sell the paint because it was the wrong color for them, and I got it super cheap. So I wanted to grab the opportunity, buy it, and then use it somewhere. And this house really needs the paint, a little makeover. So I will just try to get it done as much as possible. Just checking what condition it is, because I got it really reasonable price. 2 of these big ones for 30 euros I paid, which is a steal because they cost a lot, almost 100 euros each. It needs to be stirred a lot though, but how do I open it? There's a lot of flies today. Let's stir it up. I've stirred it for a really long time, but I still want to stir it just in case. So everything gets mixed up. All the pigments and everything. Because I don't know how long it's been like this. I think it's perfect now. It looks very like brown. But this is the Falun red. So it's really like this traditional one. It gets much darker. But it has quite a warm pigment. I thought it would have been a little bit cooler, the pigment. First I will brush off the old paint before I can start with the new one. Needs a good brushing before I can paint it. here the color has lasted a little better because it's the north side. And if you see, it's really quite a good match, I think. Perhaps the old one has a little bit more blue tint than this. This is maybe a little bit warmer in the color, in the shade. But I think it will look good because a lot of paint is off here already. As you can see, the south side is much worse off. Oh, the paint has almost come off completely. This is a sample of what the paint will look like. It is this kind of Falun red, that is the traditional color. I'm gonna use this old paint bucket and so I can cover this, because if not there will be flies and stuff inside. And this one has no handle. It's water soluble, so you can really just clean it with water. The paint will come off. Let's get this party started. Not that high here. I could reach, just step on that stepping stool, but I also have this one. I have this one as well that I got for free. If you've seen my previous videos, you've seen that I got this earlier and I haven't used it yet. But I think it would be good here, especially on the other side where it's higher up. I'm done with the first side of the house. It took me about 1.5 hours. But this is the most difficult because it has 2 windows, so you have to be very careful with the color. But I will of course also paint the white part, so it doesn't matter if I splash a little bit around. It's hot. Look at my hands. I have been painting, as you can see. It's pretty hot now. And I think it's kind of tiresome because you have to really push in that paint with quite a dry brush. So you have to push it, and I can feel that my hands are quite tired now from these walls, but there's still the worst wall left. But I think I will go and have some lunch first, and then I continue today, maybe today also if it's good weather. Let's see, I have to rest a little bit here in between. This traditional paint is kind of liquidy, and so you cannot have a very wet brush. You have it quite dry, and then you just rub the color into the fibers of the tree, of the wood. So yeah, you get tired in the hands. But I'm really glad that I decided to do this because it looks so much better now. And well, I don't have to do the front wall because that's white. So I only have one wall left, which is good. I just hammered now all the nails in because they were a little bit loose. So after I paint it, it will look really good, I think. Here I'm frying some mushrooms with onion, and then I'm gonna add this minced chicken I have, and then I have this chorizo. I took the skin off. I'm gonna chop it as well finely, add some corn and make like a stew. Sometimes I also like to put this kind of lentils. This is already cooked lentils, so you just have to like rinse it and put it there. So it's really like a healthy fast food. I'm frying the chorizo here, the chorizo sausage, because it gives a really nice salty and smoky and like a little stronger flavor to the chicken, which is quite mild. I will mix it with the rest of the stew once I fry it up. I mix it with the chicken and the mushroom and the onions. And then to give it a little sweetness, I'm gonna add corn. And this is my simple fast food. The rest I keep for the salad. Smells so good now. I could add a little cream or tomato paste, but I kind of like it dry like this. My lunch is ready. I'm painting here these sides first, and then I'm filling out the middle part. It looks quite orange before it dries. It's so satisfying to see the color take over. I'm using 3 paint brushes. They have all different purposes. This wall is really dry. It needs a coat of paint desperately. It might even need 2 coats. Let's see. Look what a huge difference here between the paint and the not painted. This has like no paint left almost. I use this thin little one here in the side. And then this to paint the sides here on all sides like this. It's pretty thick, so you can push it quite dry as well. Use it dry. And when I have painted it from all directions, I paint this middle part. And also here. done. Yes. I don't think it needs another coat. It looks pretty good like this. Let's see after it dries. So, fun fact, I didn't actually get the fascias painted. I painted the entire facade of the guest house instead. Totally not the plan. But hey, when the weather cooperates, you go big.